Hey, it's Keith, you're here at Studio Master Drawing Japan. We're gonna do some figure drawing. Yeah, or some gesture drawing actually. So, uh, these are 1 minute, 1 minute poses that we're doing right here. And the good thing about doing like 1 minute poses is that it'll break you out the mold of like trying to like get perfect drawings all the time. Also, it's going to help you to focus a lot more. And when you do this, you'll come to learn that actually you can get a lot more information down in 1 minute than you think. Okay. So these drawings are from GesDraw Party, and the model is Keisuke Wakita, who's a martial artist and actually a friend, and he really does really cool action poses. So he's posed for me a couple times in the past. Okay. What I'm drawing with is a Namiki Falcon fountain pen, and you know, when I start drawing, when I warm up, I usually like to start with a pen first. The flow is a little bit funky today, so it's not the best advertisement, but when you learn how to work with it, it will definitely straighten you out. Now, it might seem like I'm drawing a little bit fast here, and I'm really doing my best not to draw fast. You know, what I'm aiming to do is to draw clearly. I'm sorry, and deliberately, not with a lot of speed and stuff like that, because there's a lot to be said about that old saying, haste makes waste. So I'm kind of taking this very loose approach towards drawing so I can get down as much information as possible, but making sure that it, you know, it has life and kind of like truth to it. So you guys, you know, who are doing, you know, might be a little bit new at this, you know, really, you know, don't get frustrated about like how much you're getting down. You know, main thing is that you want to get enough information down here so that people can read very, very clearly what you're trying to communicate. Another suggestion I'd like to make for you guys is that when you draw, do not get into the habit of like trying to draw exactly what you see. All right, all these were 1 minute. All these were 1 minute. Okay, this one is going to be it's a 2 minute. This is a 2 minute. My friend and teacher Glenn Vilpu came to Tokyo this month. Actually, he just went back to the States yesterday, and during the seminar, he said something that I thought was like really hit home for me, which is when you were looking at the model, he said, I'm not drawing I'm not just drawing this model. I'm drawing what the model is doing. So in other words, like he said he was drawing the action, not the person. And actually, that reads a lot better than than trying to get some perfect likeness. Oops. I'm not doing a good advertisement for this pen right now. The pen that the ink that I'm working with is a water soluble pen. I don't know if that has any impact in terms of like in terms of drawing. I'm sorry, in terms of how quickly the ink dries and whatnot. Usually it's not really a problem for me. So yeah, so when you draw people, you want to draw like what they're doing. You want to draw. You want to capture. You want to capture the action of what they're doing. That's going to read a lot more. If you're trying to draw the person, then what you're doing is, essentially, you're trying to make a portrait, and obviously, that is not, what we're setting out to do with gesture drawing. With gesture drawing, you want to get the heart of like what the action is all about. Okay. You want to tell a story, you know, not paint an image of, what somebody is like. Okay. By the way, actually, when you do it with the gesture, you probably will get a better sense of what the person is actually like by capturing the action. If that makes any sense. Okay. For these 1 minute poses, I'm sorry for these. Well, I'm sorry. These past three have been like sorry they've been 2 minute poses. I think, yeah. I generally try to draw small, mainly because I'll be able to see things a little bit clearer, and also get more information down in a shorter period of time. Okay. I think the one that's coming up next is going to be a little bit of a longer one. Oh, there's also 2 minutes. Okay, good. So when I draw, give this a good visual. There you go. All right, that should give me some nice pressure. There we go. That's nice. When I draw, I do my best to make sure the way I start is the same every time. Boy. Which is getting the gesture down first. Sorry. I'm not digging this. It's got a bit of a... There we go. Sorry, guys. Get the gesture down. Make sure the rhythms are clear. There. And I try to, as much as possible, consider the weight. These are all the basic things that I think about, like when I'm drawing. Okay. All right. This is going to be a 5-minute drawing. All right. I'm going to put that away. pencil. And okay. Don't spend a lot of time like worrying about details, right? You can notice like how loose I'm keeping my lines, right? I'm not letting myself get like bogged down with like one part or something like that. Every line that you do is an idea, and the quality of the line that you're doing really does like reflect really does reflect like how you're thinking and how you're processing things, so it's okay to get a little bit challenged, every now and then, when you're trying to understand like how something is working, right? But when you draw, you don't want to get like stymied. And when I was watching Glenn draw, as awesome as his drawings are, there were a couple of times, when I saw him like laying in the figure, and I wanted to say, I was about to say like, oh, that looks a little bit off, but it wasn't off. He was just laying things in so he can get the general idea, like just now. I have here, like I had this hand here, I'm putting it over here, but actually this is a little bit closer to what I see. The incorrect one is a little bit closer to what I see. So I'm actually changing the pose a little bit, and when you do that, it shouldn't be a big deal, because what you're doing is you're zeroing in what we want to make clear about this drawing. Like, see, like the foot was here, but now I'm putting it here. Right? It's not a crime. Okay. It's not a crime at all. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that went a little bit faster than I thought, but that's the basic idea. Okay. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna stop here. See you next time. All right, bye.